What's up everyone, it's Jambors, new video, what if, still nose like a Mickey Mouse, but anyway, I will be talking because I cannot help it, but I think you understand it, and today's video will be a podcast series from What If, and today's topic is, what if countries cannot be represented by anybody else than their countrymen, their citizens, the people who owns the passport citizenship. This is a topic which I think it's kind of tricky, but I will tell you what I think about it. I think Eurovision is paid most likely by the citizens of each country which participates. So this country's television pay the fee and then somebody is representing the country. And I think not just nowadays, but in general, and I think last year's a lot happens that the countries are represented by a completely different member of a different country, which, okay, this is a decision of the television, but I honestly don't like it that much. I don't like this in sports in general, when somebody from a completely different country is representing now the team, because it's also kind of saying if it's not a citizen. Yes, in football it's impossible. They must become citizens first, and I think this should be also a thing for Eurovision. Of course, with an exception for countries like San Marino. But for the rest, why? Why this should be a thing which shouldn't be respected? And I know that, for example, Czechia now is represented by Slovak, but Sweden by Finnish guys, Ireland by Norwegian artists, and so on. And I don't think it's fine. I think it's cheap work. Easy work. It's lame. It's lame for two reasons. First of all, the countries should create a space for their own artists. That means their televisions, their environment, and those artists, their managers, and all this industry should push its politicians, push its televisions to create a space for them, because it's worth both sides, it's worth it. That means also to develop new artists, new opportunities, because it's a business after all, and also those artists from the countries which are not participating at Eurovision should push their governments, push their music industry, push their televisions to create space, for example, to be at Eurovision or some other stuff, because then what? It basically. Also, from the other hand, why television pick somebody else? Because it says, okay, we didn't do enough in our own business, so we need to take somebody to save us, And it's also not a good approach, not a great thing, unless those people are citizens. And then I don't criticize those artists who are there, I think everybody's I'm happy for them, because their countries probably wouldn't give them the chance to do it. On the other hand, this is like in football, the representation. Some countries qualify for the bigger tournaments, some countries won't. I don't know, Erling Haaland from Norway, harder chance to get to European Championship unless Norway would invest and do better with all other footballers. And I think this should count with music, and instead of us motivated, this is fascinating for me, because instead of televisions and the industry being motivated to develop, be better, they just look somewhere else where they can have it easier. But we are not talking about club football. I understand it in the club football, but not representation. Representation of a country should be done by their countrymen, because I don't think it's kind of fair. I don't think this is a thing what should be going on, what should happen, and those broadcasters should focus on their market and how to develop it and how to help it and how to help it for better results to us. What to do? I know for everybody it's much easier work to not to do it this way, but after all, what then they are doing, This should be the way. They should help also the art. If they have a Slovak artist in Czechia, they should call to the Slovakian TV, hey, come on, do you know that you have this brilliant guy? Maybe he would deserve some, for them the prestige and so on. I don't think they understand, but should this be a problem of Czech television? Should this be a problem of Irish television, that Norwegian artists cannot represent in Norway because it's not that popular? I don't know. Maybe there should be some club, but it's a national representation. And I know many people don't care, but I think by principle this is wrong, and this kind of might be one of the rules I would like to be considered. Because then where is the motivation? Why the country? It's not the same, It's not the same. The country is not represented by our countrymen, even though the country may be support this artist, but it's not the countryman. So give this person a citizenship, because I think that's what makes this person Czech, Norwegian, Swede, German, not just to represent to, you know, where is the other connection? Will this connection continue? This is something what cannot be kind of taken out of you very hardly, you know, the nationality. And even though I'm not nationalistic at all, I think this rule would help Eurovision, should help Eurovision at some point. Also in the combination of how we perceive Eurovision, how we perceive the representation of the country, and how countries, the broadcasters, should try to develop their own thing if they want to succeed at Eurovision or in any other bigger stage after all. Because this is what you do, how you do it, you know, or then try to give those artists the citizenship, in my opinion. But this is my opinion, you know, you don't need to share it, it's absolutely fine. I would rather have a discussion in here. So what if you don't agree with me? Well, you will write me in the comments below or here. You will subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you like me the most, if you like me, if you want to support me, basically, just become members of this channel. Also, you will receive exclusive content, exclusive time-wise content also. So basically this video already was seen by my members in some days in advance. You will get all of these things, but also the good feeling that you supported me. Also, you can buy me a coffee or just super like whatsoever, but definitely watch my other videos. I would be very glad. So see you there. Thank you for watching. Bye.